You know, zombie. Alright, let's not throw 122 in Native Fortress this time. That's like 3 constant. Yeah. Yeah, I just forgot about the fat being better for CTR. Yeah, we're talking PS2 models. I don't hear anyone talk about how they flip down to. Oh, I actually mentioned that a few days ago when I was running this, because it throws me off when I'm backtracking. Because I'm used to OG one's backtrack where I go to Island 2 and then I have to press right. So I almost went back to Island 3 because the Island 2 is flipped. Been stolen, so didn't run on all gems. I've been enjoying going at it. Sometimes I'm like very about it, but like other times like it's fun. Oh, we already had 20 seconds of those though. I think CTR is the only game I've heard where the fat consoles are like the best. The only other thing I can think of is that I think Spyro 1 is laggier on 90Ks compared to like the 70 like series, so like 70, 75, 77K. But even then that's still like not fat. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even know why CTR is optimal on Fats. I've heard Wrath of Cortex also runs better on Fats. Which would explain why my greatest hits copy crashes on my Slim when I try. Maybe, I don't know. Think I'm doing twalk runs anytime soon. It'll probably be what I do after this. Next thing will probably be either twalk or entranced. Yeah, that might be the case. Nice third. That's 1 second down the drain. Yo, Vinny. Ah, fuck me. Yep, that's what I meant to do. Yo, Yog. Oh, guess I'm not catching that cycle. This gate has not been great. Is hopping along faster than just running? Very slightly, but yes. I think clutching told me on flat ground it's about 1 frame per minute or something. Not that. Maybe it's I don't even remember. It's a minor time save. OG Crash 1 is harder. In some ways it definitely is, yeah. The only things that make certain parts of the remake harder are just physics related things. Mainly doing with jump height and jump speed and bounce speed. Everything else about the remake is just straight quality of life update. That makes it much nicer than the original. Yeah, Road to Nowhere and High Road are like the standout problems. Getting ledged. Yeah, the thing is that only really happens often because of the like bouncing slowing you down by like half your speed. Like that's the reason jumps are so precise to the point that the hitbox is being pill-shaped actually matters. Because otherwise, I really don't think it would be a big deal. Was the farthest I got in ACG last stream? I don't even think I made it to Brio, to be honest. I think I made it to off balance and quit. Yo, Spyro. No, I made it to off beat. That's where I quit. Okay. Yeah, I remember now. Burb hitboxes and OG Slippery Climb. Yeah, I learned to just not zigzag on the birds in Slippery Climb ever. I mean, honestly, I kind of like that case because it makes it more of a challenge. Like, you can't just ignore those crates. But making it so that the boulder breaks them brought it more in line with how it is in Crash 2, so I understand why they did it. I did that too late. Nah, I could have made that. Losing a run to Slippery Climb was fucking suck. Yeah. Pretty bad. Yeah, I saw that, Vinny. Both of those videos are really cool. All gem abuse station layers? No. Well, there is no gem abuse in Crash 1. That's only in Crash 2 and 3. But no, this is getting all of the gems normally.
Let's go!
Think of this as the equivalent to the original Crash 1's 100%. It's just not called 100% because it's not 100%. Yeah, it's 101%. What's up, Jamie? Crash 1 don't know sliding dash glitch. I don't know what you mean by that, but there's no slide in Crash 1, so. Nice to see me running this lately. Yeah, I've been having a good time with it for the most part. Like, out of all the games in NST, 1 is the one that I by far put the least time in, so I'm not really burned out on this like I am on 2 and 3. 2 especially, like I can still enjoy 3. Fuck 2 though. You're so tired, Sag. The language glitch in NF, that'd be hype. Over 3 essays and had 2 exams. Yep. The college experience. Wait, Zigzagging slows me down, doesn't it? I remember on PS4 when this level was like awful, Kane would intentionally zigzag towards the end to line up the cycle at the end better. Optimal pig zag. Meanwhile, you're on an NST Burnout. I've been running Rayman much more lately with the occasional tip my hand CTR. Fair. Yeah, OG CTR is a really sick run. You know, I'm still not fully over my NST Burnout. Like, I think this is the only one I could really sit down and grind seriously. With Crash 3, I don't even really think I'm burned out on Crash 3. It's more of just like I have nothing left that I really want to do in 108 or any percent. Got what I wanted. Yeah, I've not put a huge amount of effort into OG CTR, but that's just because it murders my hands. I think I have 25 seconds to save in Ripperoo. Because when do I ever do that correctly? NF speedrun, 40% load screen, 60% gameplay. Yeah. Shoutouts to my 101 run, which is last place on the leaderboard and also has 50 minutes of loads. Right, too much for watching speedruns all the time. That's fine. Thankfully, I was able to catch that, most of that. What the, really? I was able to catch most of that comment when I was waiting on a cycle. My split name is named my split name for a reason. Dude, I've heard Crash 1 Pal some hot trash from Tet. I've heard it's awful to run. Yeah, NF is really good, even in spite of its terrible loads. The fact that its loads are like one of the only things I can really criticize about the game. Coco's slow in all of the NST games. She's slowest in 2, but she's also pretty slow in 1. She's theoretically only like minor time difference in 3, but it's also you're more likely to make mistakes with her in 3, with like warp room strats in 108. Also, there's RNG with her. I need that. It was all a ploy. I wanted to lose 3 seconds in Ripperoo. Getting her is slow, Yogg. And having to switch off of her every time I do a boss fight or a hog level or the Great Hall. I don't even really think the plats in Crash 4 are that bad. The plats in 4 are way easier than like the plats in 3, for example. You know, Tana and Coco bestie scene, true. Yeah, Rock Blocked is the only particularly awful plat in 4. Also, fuck Rock Blocked. Rock Blocks can suck my Rock Block. Why is Crash Greeb? I don't know. Controls are a bit dodgy though. Keyboard? Keyboard gaming? Keyboard gaming? Hell yeah, keyboard gaming! Arrow keys for circles. Honestly, keyboard would probably be feasible for Crash 1 if it weren't for the fact that there's no way to speed up the falling boxes cutscene at the end. They just didn't map it for keyboard. Just have to hold circle, yeah. Oh, does it work with circle also? It's definitely X. That's what I hold. Crash Bandicoot on keyboard. It's reasonable for Crash 1. This game's controls are super basic. You could get away with it in Crash 1. Crash 2 and 3, nah, don't do that. Hob sliding on keyboard, yeah man, sure. Yep, knowing how to do this couldn't be me. I can definitely imagine it's harder, but it's definitely more feasible than it would be in 2 or 3, I feel. zigzagging on the keyboard. Funny story. When Tet started speedrunning Crash 1, if I'm not mistaken, he ran it on keyboard with emulator. And people wondered if that made zigzagging easier, but according to Ted, I think he said it actually is harder. Maybe on Monday you'll give all jumps another try? Hell yeah. Yeah, Ted holds 100% work. TNT explosion is just a 9x9 radius. I don't know in NST. I know in Crash 4 it's 2 adjacent crates around it. I don't know what it is in NST. Why do you zigzag? Well, in NST you don't because it's bad. In the PS1 games, zigzagging is faster. Like Crash moves faster on diagonals than he does moving straight. So you want to just like constantly alternate diagonals. I am low-key, I'm so glad that zigzagging is not an NST. Zigzagging is a neat mechanic, but as a whole, I hate it. I hate zigzag. Like, the pure physical barrier alone is annoying, but then also you have to deal with fucking nonsense like apparently the SNES controller has better zigzag. So optimally on Crash 2 you have to use an SNES controller from what I've heard. And that's fucking stupid. And there's not really a way to control that. Also, like, all the world records for the past like 4 years have been on an SNES pad, so you can't even like retroactively go back and say, well, nope, those are invalid. Complicated ass situation, all because zigzag fucking exists, dude. My zigzag is efficient in the places where I do it, but I do not do it constantly. Because I just can't. And zigzagging. There. Honestly, the physical limitation by itself makes me dislike zigzagging. Like, that's enough. But then just the whole, like, third-party controllers potentially have advantage is just, like, so annoying. Zigzagless percent. I did hear about Gilbert Gottfried. It's unfortunate. That's bad. Jumping on the ropes couldn't be me. Iago was, I think, his most iconic role. It's like that and the Aflac duck. The Lost Cycles. This level is one cycle. I wish that both you could get the gem on the first pass in that sense of the one cycle, and I wish that in 105% the one cycle actually was a thing. The way this level is done in 105 just annoys me. Still for OG Boulders music, but it's still good music. Yeah, I agree. Ate like a pig and you're still hungry, love anxiety. Damn, dude. Nothing wrong with indulging every once in a while. Oink oink. Yeah. At least it's not pre-console Boulder Dash music is a fucking disgrace. Can't believe Josh Mansell made that. Like, bro, it's off key. That's what bothers me. It's fucking off key. Like, it starts off sounding really good, and then like it starts to get a little weird. And you're like, okay, that's a bit strange. It was fine. And then like the melody plays, and you're just like, what the fuck is this? Never heard it. Remind me when this run is over and I'll look it up on YouTube and play it. It's nasty. Pre-console generator room though is hype. Pre-console generator room has a backing percussion that reminds me of the percussion in the NST version of generator room, and I really like it. Yeah, but I want to listen to it again, Vinny. Hold it. I love the heartbeat percussion in NST Generator Room. I don't care that it doesn't sound creepy anymore. I still think it sounds great. It's one of my favorite songs in NST 1. Again, I probably should have just burned that mask. One candle when he's turning 52. Ah, but who's counting? Yep, that's exactly how I wanted that to go. $51 NG plus. Twitch on PS4 Square makes a post. That's so weird. The bonus is kind of cool when you know how to do it. Lit soon. Isn't doing Qualicon couldn't be me. This level in OG is brutal. This level here is brutal. Yeah. Like it's somewhat dampened by the fact that you can die and still get the gem. But like it's still a hard level. And I love when the cycles don't line up just like that. So might gold by a little bit, yeah. Dude, Beta Sunset Vista is harder than Stormy Ascent. You will not convince me otherwise. Beta Sunset Vista is honestly probably just one of the hardest crash levels ever. I mean, so is Stormy Ascent, but I would put Beta Sunset in the running for absolute hardest crash level, which is a tall order when Toxic Tunnels exists. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not a runner that goes for Koala Kong either. I like my RNG fight. Thank you very much. It reminds me of OG. Instead of bitching about a skip, I'll bitch about Kong being a colossal jackass. Right now. Oh no, he was pretty good there. Beta Sunset Vista is a really cool level though. It's fucking sick. Like that top floor is really cool, and like part of me is sad that they got rid of it, but also I completely understand why they got rid of it. Toxic Tunnels is like Snogo but worse. What is that? What even is that comparison? I'm so confused. Crash Landed Perfect is harder. I can see that. Yeah, I feel like the hardest level in 4 has to be between Toxic Tunnels or Crash Landed. Gem. It's not even hard though. Yep, okay. Yeah, Toxic Tunnel's gem. Ooh. And Crash Landed's. Music I still nice. Oh, Stay Frosty, yeah. I fangirled so hard the first time I did Stay Frosty and it transitioned to the Snogo theme. Fucking lost it, dude. Ah, pain. I didn't want triple, you wanted triple. Stay Frosty is just like one of the best songs in Crash 4. Trying to be ballsy in this bonus and fucking fly. Cortex C3 theme low-key best of the three. I agree. At least of the PS1 like original versions. NST, I'm really fond of Crash 1's Cortex theme. Yep, this is hard. Yep, this is hard. Yeah, I really like 4 soundtrack. S33 Cortex boss is the best boss theme in the series. I don't know about that. I'd have to think about it. If anything, I know for a fact that I prefer OG Crash 3's Cortex theme to NST's. A Hole in Space is good, but not only do you not hear 90% of it, I like even just listening to it on its own, I think it's good, but I'm not like in love with it. Ooh, I was so unsure about that. So much better at this version than the OG version. The 147 flat. Taunt theme on Rush Hour is good. But the level sucks. Oh, they without a like I have almost no doubt that they trimmed down the Hole in Space fight. Cortex Power looked amazing. That was a really solid one for sure. That's not weird at all, Vinny. I think it creeps most people out. It always bothered me that the N wasn't on his forehead on the screens. This is such a random thing, but she's great. Best character of Crash 4, obviously. Not counting Coco. Glods. Should have been Crush Bandicoot, true. You know, the fucking Smash Brandy's Cooch joke from Last of Us Part 2. The first time I saw that, I was like, that's funny. And then, like, as time has gone, every time I hear it again, I'm just like, ugh. Look, guys, I'm just gaming. Make some swole? Hell yeah. Who the fuck is Brandy to begin with? I don't know, but her cooch was smashed. She fucking hates it. I would imagine. What's up, Redneck? Yo, I am. my goal time for this game? At the very least, I think I can do a 120. I think I can also do 119. Not sure if I'll do anything past that. I do like using analog to adjust when I think I'm too far off, but I do not want to do jumping on the ropes. It's so terrifying for like such a small time save. Yep. Sure. And starts the reason for lights. I didn't even consider that. How old were you when you realized the next level? Oh, okay, yeah. Yep, pill. I don't even know if that was the pill so much as me just lining that up horribly. I feel like that rope right after the bonus is like garbage to try and set up. It's so obnoxious. Okay, I don't go for hyper jump anyway. It's like the turtle's in the way, and then also just like all the broken bridges are there, and it's just like, ugh. I was so stupid to go for that. The fucking spike up there. I haven't seen Batman yet, no. Probably just wait for it to be on a streaming service or some shit. Or I don't know, maybe if I end up going on a date or something, imagine, lol. Level of the Dark Knight. That's high praise, dude. You're talking to someone whose favorite movie is The Dark Knight. That's some high fucking praise. Date a Rico GoFundMe where? I think that's just called a dating website. Except it doesn't cost money. Well, it costs money to make that account. Meeting new people in adulthood when hobbies require either sitting in front of a computer or are largely male dominated at Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. How do? I love Stormy Ascent. Stormy Ascent's one of my favorite levels in the entire series. You can never make me do that any other way. Fuck that last bounce if you line it up. Post-credit scenes existing do not surprise me anymore, Yogg, to be honest. At the end of every movie I ever watch, I immediately go to the Wikipedia page and see if there's a post-credit scene. Oh, yep, not sure. Yeah, I need to like actually learn some more stuff in Slippery. I need to see what other runners do. Like, Stormy is the kind of level that's hard, but in a way that rewards you for knowing how to play Crash 1. It's like similar to a lot of the levels in Crash 4, in my opinion. You're rewarded for figuring out how to get through it, and it like it tests you, and I think that's really sick. I know in the Crash 1 prototype, Road to Nowhere and the High Road are right next to each other, and they're both on Island 3 after Pinstripe. This probably is meant to be the bridge that gets you to Cortex's castle. Like, the High Road is you, like, leaving Cortex Power, cross it, and then the, like, you know, fighting Pinstripe, and then crossing the bridge to get to the side of the castle, which is Slippery Climb. And then at the end of Slippery Climb, Crash, like, gets into the castle, and that's why it lights out. My thought process of it. Oh yeah, I'll definitely check that out when I can, Jamie. Oh yeah, no, it's a hard level for sure, Vinny. That's why it's good. It's like it's a bonus one. The altitude doesn't make sense. I wouldn't worry too much about that in Crash Bandicoot. The plat in Stormy really isn't that bad as long as you exercise a little bit of patience, but not too much patience. Like knowing the things that you can safely wait on and things that you kind of just have to go for. Have some of this. Jumping on those terrifies me, just because I'm afraid that like one of them's just not gonna not show up. Yeah, I remember seeing a quote from Miyamoto that he in his imagination, the Super Mario cast are all basically like actors that play different roles in each game or whatever. I don't know how valid that is, but I do remember reading that somewhere. Actually get triple this time. What the frick? Oh, now I don't know about this cycle. I ended up just losing no time because I ended up waiting on that spike block regardless. So. Fucking big rigs, yeah. Reversing doesn't have a speed cap, so you can go at like 1,000,000 miles an hour in reverse, and that game has no clipping, so it's just all the terrain has no collision, so you're just like, yep. Man, who fucking needs the damage abuse, you know? Like, fuck it. Truck flying backward in Mach 10, true. I want to sell the Cloud Amiibo for $1 billion. Ah, I did it! Look, Ma, tiny time saves. I agree. If only mix skip worked on both mixes. Yo, that'd be so cracked if you could do it for the purple potions also. Casual 3-second time save. I got one of them in my PB, but I took damage doing it, so. Now I can be ballsy as fuck in this level because I've got double mask. Yo, Silka. Hero Crash 4, the boss fight is the exact same. Same basic premise, yeah. I like how the first 2 crates in this level just have ton of bonus icons. Okay. Bonus is so shit casually. Yeah, it's kind of shit in the run too. I'm just apparently good at it. That's probably the worst Tana bonus. I can't say it's the worst bonus because Heavy Machinery Brio bonus exists. That. Bouncy above bouncy is the dick. The big dick move is that there's 2 crates off screen. That's the worst one. You finally get it, and then you just forget. You just realize, oh, there's 2 crates up there. Dude, I remember Cam would do shit where you're like, instead of bouncing on the spiders, he would just jump on the side scenery because it was faster, and that's just so terrifying. I think about doing it, and it was like, nah. This is a great level. I used to hate this level as a kid. I think that, like, in OG Crash 1, this is the hardest level. But it's not a bad one. I just have trauma. Yo, Super Sphere, thanks for the good luck. Remember the hidden gem and inverted nitro processing? No, and I don't want to. It's probably bad if I don't remember it. But I guess it's not one of the worst ones, because if it was one of the worst hidden gems, I would remember it. Yeah, the fact that OG fumbling, like, hard punished you for going too fast, but also, like, you couldn't wait for too long either, made it so difficult. All the OG Trilogy has shitty depth perception. This might shock people. Most Crash games have at least some spot where the depth perception is garbage. Like, the least bad offender of it is probably because of Crash 4, and that's just because they give you the ring below your character. Like, depth perception is definitely not one of the series' strong suits. And it's why learning how to use your shadow as an asset is so useful. It's one of the more inconvenient things about Twin Sanity is that the shadows don't project on crates. You can use her shadow and fumbling. It's just harder. I used my shadow at the end of fumbling like 2 minutes ago. Dumbling in the door. Door is open, Sora. Alright, let's not lose 35 this time. Oh, you meant like literally being able to see ahead of you. I thought you meant like, I don't know. Where the ton of bonus icons are couldn't be me. Everyone complained about the LSR going through. I saw that shit and I was like, that's fantastic. Why? It's just like, that is such a huge benefit in that game. It. Not as fun as I thought it would be. Whole Pog. I think I used to use it as a split name. I used to use Whole Pog and the Hog that is whole. And then one time, I think it was in Taco's chat. No, it was in Tet's chat. Torgo just said entire swine, and it's been that ever since. That'll just never be matched. Entire swine. Oh, in OG, I also used to call this whole lot of garbage because this level is god-awful in OG. It's the worst level in the game. It's fine here. Camera here is good. Yeah, totally. I think in the entire time that NSC has been out, both casually and in speedrun settings, I've died in Whole Hog a grand total of 2 or 3 times. I know it's at least 2. I don't remember if there was a 3rd time somewhere in there. Well, I think of the best 3 songs in 1. OG Toxic Waste, OG Blood. Well, I think NST Toxic Waste is better than OG Toxic Waste, honestly. Honestly, NST Toxic Waste might just be my favorite song in all of Crash 1. I also really like OG Sunset Vista. And the OG Insanity Beach theme, which is also just the main theme. I don't know why I spawned those. NST Toxic is so good. native fuck this NFT. I just realized that that abbreviates to NFT. Holy freak, you guys, I got boulder skin. I think there was a 105 run where I died in this time trial, and it was sad. Like, I died in this portion. It's like, yep, I wanted to do Boulder Dash 4 times. Confused. Okie dokie. Holders repeating, yeah. Oh! Stuff like that. Yeah, Titans was out there. I also like both versions of the Jungle Rollers music, both NST and OG. Titans Mutants Duology run when? I don't think I'm ever gonna run Titans. Mutant is a cool run, but I don't know if it's a run that I want to do. It is a really good one. Mutant is like twin sanity levels of broken. F the bats. That's what the Joker's mooks say. Joker's henchmen. F the bats. Yep, that was fast. Fast gaming by me. Build that wall. I think there was a point in time where someone's native fortress split was just called Build That Wall. I don't even remember. Yep, nailed it. 2016 was certainly a time to be alive. Oh. Yeah. Holy fuck, that was terrifying. Fuck is that emote? Is that a global emote? Yeah, no, the clouds visually are like super pretty, but they are so much worse than the OG ones. The OG ones work great. They're global. What the fuck? I don't know if the first triple in this level is optimal, but try something. Floaty! Yo, let's go, dude. Missed. Why? How did that even happen? That's not even a bad time loss for Upstream. That's worse for Jungle Rollers. This all is cursed. This all never goes well for me. At least it's not the second triple. The second triple in Jungle Rollers is so huge. The first one is like obviously good, but like not crazy good. That second one though is cracked. Wrong Reijiku's been second for a while, dog. Yeah, second for wall and gem route is so good. And just like plowing through all of the like the roller cycles. That's the point, Mark. If 120 dies because of fucking Upstream, I'm gonna commit die. Game. hardest bonus. Yeah. Actually, I think I don't get triple in this level, the first triple in my PB either. I just remember like everything after Native Fortress being bad until Stormy. Hardest bonus. See, it's funny because like obviously that's gonna be like a super easy bonus because it's like the first bonus of the game. But it's just funny that it's at that very end of the run. How did he do it? Where did he go? Why did they build this crap? Dude, I have to go against a really fucking good Stormy. This Stormy was clean as fuck for me. I made that. I mean, in the case of this, Vinny, it's just because in Crash 1 all jumps you backtrack. It's the only reason Jungle Rollers is at the end. Jungle Rollers is the second level in the game. Spin timer, jackass. Sane. Oh. I waited when I shouldn't have. Kill me. love when these desync. Oh god. I've never seen it this bad. What the fuck? Holy shit, that was so terrible. What the hell? Yeah, what the hell? Because I can't speak, dude. I'm not doing that. Fuck that. That was the worst desync I've ever seen there. That was atrocious. Why would it desync? It just does in NSD. It and Slippery Climb both do, but like that's like the most blatant spot where it happens. I'll take it, dude. Whatever. One death. Yeah, what the Great Hall? Yeah. Oh, I always do that on the outside, like close to the camera. That's how I learned it.
What can I say? I'm a natural.
It's pretty good. 122 is for chumps. A little sad about Upstream and Stormy, but that aside, that was a really good run. I've ever choked a PB to Great Hall? No, but there was a point in time where world record had a death in it. Cookie's 114, which was the first 114, had a death in the Great Hall, and I was just like, bro, I saw that shit live. Yeah, so Great Gate was bad. I don't know, like, most of this was pretty solid, like... Oh, 115 was his death? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, all I know is that the first time Cookie got War, he had a death in Great Hall. It was funny. 114 deathless. Amazing run. Deathless.